Hello and welcome to Rattie Ratbags. I thought I would film a little cage tour for you guys today. I really like watching cage tour videos on YouTube. I'm really sad. I watch quite a lot of them looking for ideas, but I found that there aren't that many people who make them who are actually from the UK, and for some reason there's some fairly different ideas I think between the UK and the USA about what goes into a rat cage. I mean, obviously the basics are the same, but I think in the UK we cram in a lot more crap. So I'm always looking out for ideas for more stuff to put in, so I thought that maybe I can't be the only UK person who thinks that the American cages look a bit empty and is looking for some more ideas. So this is our cage. This is, I'll show you obviously too in a minute a bit more kind of close up, but this is the Pop Amazing 3-tier, which you can get on Amazon. I will pop all the links below. And we've added to it a little bit, which I'll show in a second. This is home to a bit of a range of ages. We have our original girls in there who are about a year old, and then we also have our 4 rescue girls who range from the 3 babies who are all about 6 months old, or so we're told, and then we have our old lady Moira, who is supposedly about 18 months, but we think she's a bit older. She has the beginnings of hind leg degeneration, so we've had to adapt the cage a little bit for her. So again, if you've got older rats with kind of restricted mobility, or with like us, a bit of HLD, hopefully this gives some ideas as well. I'm going to try and remember where everything was from. Whatever I can't, I will pop links to either what it is or the closest I can find in the description below, so you will be able to kind of grab anything that takes your fancy. The girls are pretty much asleep at the moment, but I'm anticipating having some ratty helpers as we go, so bear with if we get little noses in the lens. Right, let's go look at the cage a bit closer. Okay, so starting at the bottom of the cage, you may have noticed that we have adapted the bottom of the Pop Amazing somewhat. The Pop is actually supposed to finish about here, and it usually has these trays and a plastic tray in, which we've hidden underneath with some cleaning bits in. That's how it usually stops. But because obviously we don't want substrate kicked all over our floor, and obviously the rats can't walk on the barred surface, we've had to get a bit creative. We initially had this cage set up with a plastic storage tub in, but it was a pain in the backside, and one of our girls thinks she's a gerbil and loves to dig, so we've actually added a big piece of perspex, so now it goes all the way down to the bottom shelf. I didn't really want to put the perspex inside the cage. I wanted to create a really nice deep layer without losing any of the hanging height, because our girls are climbers, but it means that we can create, so it's maybe a bit excessive, but obviously we've had to create a good deep layer so they can actually get up. But yeah, but it's really good. We bought this from the Plastic People, and I think it was about 80 quid. It would be a lot less if you went for a piece inside, but obviously because ours is so deep. But Pixie is really loving it. She's been doing a lot of redecorating, a lot of digging, making lovely tunnels. She's having a lovely time. We fill the base with a substrate called Orbeote, which is a hemp-based bedding. It's really great, it's really absorbent, it's really soft. Girls seem to like it, they like digging in it, so that works for us. We've been using it for a while now and we really like it, plus it's a bargain. So down here at the bottom, you may have noticed we have a little tube. This comes out, let me open the cage, up top, back there under the litter tray. Again, we just thought it would be a bit of fun to add kind of like a little viewing place. And we're kind of finding that what they use this for is to run away if they feel like they've got a particularly good snack. They'll go down there and eat it to hide from the other rats, which is kind of funny. It's a curved tube that is actually just one of the tubes that came with our Mamble cage. We have a Mamble 100 that we use for holidays. Yeah, it's just one of the tubes that are there, but they love it. So that's the base. And then moving up, we'll start here on the door, because why not? This is a bit of an experiment. I popped this on today. This is, this little cup holder thing is usually here, but we usually use this to pop like wet meals or anything we're giving them. But I've had a little water dish for today. I'm kind of experimenting to see if they'll enjoy like having some like water to wash in. We noticed that our travel cage has little water dishes, and we found that the girls were kind of enjoying dipping their paws in it, so yeah, we'll see. They might not be that bothered. Obviously mainly their water is in water bottles. Here's one of them. We always keep one right at the bottom, so they can reach this without having to climb anywhere. This is mostly for our old girl Moira. As I said, she's got HLD, so it's to make sure that she can always reach water without having to climb anywhere. Okay, so moving inside. Over here we have a Sputnik flipped upside down and kind of bedded in. They're kind of not using this as a bed at the moment. They're just using it to, again, to eat snacks in and hide out, or like hide treats, which is quite funny. Then here's where the tube comes up over here. Then we have a scramble net. This one is from Pets at Home, but you can get these all over the place in loads of different colours, which is then pair clipped onto the back of the cage. The perspex stops here, and then we've pair clipped it just above, so to give them like something to get a bit of grip on to boost them up to these first levels. Most of the girls are perfectly capable of jumping up to the beginning of the bars, but for Moira obviously it's a bit more difficult, so we've added a little bit of extra help. And then over here, ooh, this is definitely going to end up me knocking this water out of this coop cup all over myself. Over here we have a chinchilla house from the range. This is all just wood slotted together, so all the bits separate out. Let's see if I can kind of show you what they've done with it in here. Ooh, this is going to get wonky. Sorry, bear with me. They've kind of dug out inside of it to make it deeper inside, which is exactly what I want them to do, so that's really cool. This is a very popular little sleeping place and a hidey space. Again, if Moira's not feeling up to climbing, she sleeps down here, so that's really cool. Then we have our wheel. This is a 12-inch wheel from, I think it's from Katie Comfort, something like that. It's we just bought it on Amazon. Again, I can link to the exact one. This is the kind of the bare minimum you can have for small does. Most of our girls are quite little, so we're kind of getting away with it at the moment, but my plan is to swap it out for one of the really big Tic Tac wheels. I'm just waiting for one to come up on offer because they're quite expensive full price. So I'm waiting to see, but it's kind of mostly the baby to use it at the moment anyway, so we're getting away with the 12-inch size, but yeah, you should never go below a 12. Then we have this funky little rope bridge. Again, this is from the range. I think this is supposed to be for parrots, if I remember correctly. But it's kind of cool. They all like a bit of climbing on there. They don't hang out on this much, but it's a kind of a more challenging climbing thing that doesn't, obviously, because it's not super static, and they can use it to then reach the bowl which is attached to the door. Then at the back, we've got a little chinchilla ledge, and then a couple of lava ledges. Oh, somebody's awake. Here we go. This, we popped these in to kind of create a staircase up. There's another one here behind the hammock that you can just see. For Moira, our girls, again, don't really need as many ledges as this. We'd probably put about half this amount of ledges in, but we've tried to put kind of regular intervals in for Moira because we find that her back leg's not really strong enough to give the boost up that she needs. Then we have this little ladder. Hello, Rogue. Here she comes. You're going to come and demonstrate the ladder? Hi. This is Rogue. She's like, what are you doing? Have you got any snacks? Yeah. So we've got this little ladder here, which again I like climbing on. It's got some fun dangly bits on it. And then right at the back we have the litter tray, which is, it's got little hooks on the back, so it's hung onto the bars. We did that again so they weren't, to kind of give us a maximum floor space, but to kind of prevent the fact that Madam Pixie in her digging likes to bury the litter tray, so we've kind of tried to boost it up to stop them from doing that. What are you doing? What? Oh, she's not happy. Oh dear. I'm sorry, am I disturbing you? She's not amused. Okay, moving on upwards, we'll ignore Rogue down there. Moving upwards, they have a little flat hammock. Again, I think this is just a cheapo one from Pets at Home, which we kind of bought as an emergency one because they chewed their other flat hammock. We've got some lovely hammocks and we've got this rubbish one in here at the moment, which looks filthy, so that's good. Excellent. Again, it's just kind of to give a kind of a flat resting surface for Moira before she boosts any further up the cage. Then we have, this is from Amazon, I think. It's just a little fuzzy tunnel. It's really cute. And then I think in there, if somebody's not found it, no, someone's found it. I hid a whimsy in here earlier, but somebody's nicked it already. That didn't take long. So it's got a little tunnel bit in and then a hole in there. Often I find that our alpha pixie who likes to sleep in here. If she wants a bit of me time, she goes in there to get out the way of the others, which is quite cute. She likes a bit of her own space sometimes. Okay, let's move up into the second level, if I can get up there. Okay, so yeah, we've got lovely big doors in the pop mating. One of the things we really like about it. See how many we can wake up now by doing this. Here we go. Okay, so right underneath the second door we have this. This is actually a parrot perch. It's got a nice stiff wire in the middle. And we put it here because they like to sit here and like come out to the second door to talk to us, which is pretty cute. They're very social little dudes, really ours. Then we have, this is one of my favourite things in the cage. This bridge is again designed for parrots and it's from the range. It's so colourful and it's so cool. All of them have a good climb on this. It's clearly very fun, so that's pretty wicked. And then over the other side we have, this is actually a scarf hanger from, it's not one of the IKEA ones, but most people just use the IKEA ones, but we picked this up on Amazon, bought a couple of them like in a job lot with something else. But the cheapest way of doing it is the IKEA ones, but they make really good like scramble nets. You can just see behind it, you've got this colourful thing, which is actually a parrot toy, which they can either use for chewing, or I was kind of hoping we could get them to use it as a bridge, but I can't get it to hang flat, so it's mostly just Storm uses it to chew. And then at the very back, there's a little corner hammock, which again I think is from Amazon. I can't remember where that one's from. I'll try and find something similar for you, because we've had that one for ages. And it was partly because they kept trying to climb out of the scramble net and downwards from there, so we put another little ledge there to stop that happening. Then we have this little wooden perch. Again, this is from the range. Noticing a theme here, we buy a lot in the range. It's designed for parrots. We've then got this this little chew situation, and our original girls weren't really chewers, so we've never really had to think about chew toys before. But the rescue girls really are, especially Storm. Storm loves to chew. Oh, that's not going to focus at all. Ooh, okay, it's not focusing, but it's basically got these little like ledgy things and wood bits to chew, and it's all fun. And you can like push treats into here. We do that sometimes. And it's not really been chewed that much yet. I'm hoping that maybe if I put some more chews in it, they'll play with it, but it's always the way. They chew everything you don't want them to chew, and you buy chews and they don't touch them. Typical. Then we have this lovely big dog rope. This is actually a tug toy designed for like Alsatian dogs. It's from, guess where? The range. I swear they don't sponsor me, which is just that around us there's not really anywhere to buy good rat stuff apart from the range, so like 90% of our cage comes from there. Yeah, we usually like to have more ropes and more challenging ropes, but this is the first cage setup we've done since we've put the rescue girls in, and we weren't sure how they would take to something like this. And of course we're trying to make the cage a little bit easier for Moira at the moment until she kind of gets the hang of climbing, because we don't think she'd really been offered much climbing opportunity before she came to us. So we're starting them out easy with this really chunky rope, and it's just attached, if I can show you through the cage. We've pushed a cable tie through the knot, and then it's pair clipped. So it's nice and secure, but otherwise, because there's nobody else to hang it, so that's a little trick for you there. Then above that we have another parrot perch, and then we've got another parrot perch, this pink one, which is like made of pumice stone, so it's supposed to be good for keep their claws down. Another lava ledge. This little corner hammock I love, it's so cute. I buy anything I can find with comic book print on it, I buy. All our girls are named after X-Men characters, so I'm all about the comic stuff. This particular hammock, which is full of somebody's fur, brilliant, is, I think that one is Rattie Bum hammocks. I will pop the link in the description. I'm pretty sure it's Rattie Bum. We bought that at Midlands Rat Show. And then back over here by the thing, oh, I missed another water bottle. There's a water bottle this side here. We've got 3 in the cage currently because we've got a lot of girls in here, and we wanted to make sure there was water at all the levels for Morris. There's more water there. We've then got this like tube shaped hammock. I don't know what the proper name for these is. I think there's a lot of friends in here at the moment. Yeah, most people seem to be asleep in there right now. This one is from Cozy Beds and Burrows, I think that's what they're called, who are a seller local to us. Again, it's that funky comic book print, which we love. It's a very popular bed for all the girls, and they like to hang out on top of it to eat things, and they kick all of the litter out of the top litter tray into it as well, so that's great. There is another little hanging chew here as well, which has been largely untouched, typical. You can just see at the back this orange thing, that is another litter tray, that's like a hanging one. We usually tend to put the beds up top, our girls like to sleep high, and we try to give them another litter tray like right next to the beds to discourage them from using the hammocks. It seems to work pretty well, so fingers crossed. We then have this like double-decker hammock, which they have chewed the heck out of. This has been largely rat customised. This is also from Cozy Beds and Burrows, and again it's a pretty popular bed option. Let me see if there's anybody. Anyway, yeah. Oh look, there is, speaking of, there is Moira sleeping there, so a little bit of fur there. She's snoozing in there. Yeah, as I said, there's another lava ledge here for them to climb on to get in. We've then got this, hi Jubes, this is Jubilee, it's going to say hello to us now. We've then got this little parrot bridge. Again, they mostly use it for chewing, but I like it because it's really colourful and it's pretty. And then behind that we've got another Sputnik, which they kind of use again for a bit of alone space. Jubes likes to hang out in here. Hi Jubilee. Hi baby. She's like, do you mind? I'm sleeping. God. Well, we're nearly done, baby, and then I'll get out of your way. And then, I don't know if you can see, but then behind that we've got a little peg ledge. I can't remember what the proper name for it is, but yeah, there's another like perch thing, again just to give them more somewhere to climb onto to get up into the Sputnik. And then we have the final water bottles, so they've got water right by the bed. And I think that's everything. As I said, I will put all the linkies in the bottom, but there you go, that is our cage. I'm sorry Jubilee, I'll let you go back to bed now.